guests that are in the room? First-time people or just guests in general, please raise your hand. Awesome. I'm going to pass around a sheet. You're going to have to dip blood and sign it. Okay. You are not here to do anything. You're here to listen. Thank you so much for coming. We're not going to make you do anything offensive. And if you find that, you love these products or you want to know more about the business, that's what we're here to do. I love Rodeo Fields. I've been with the company for 22 months. This is something I never thought I would do at all. Even my husband will tell you it was so far outside of my comfort zone. Yes, I love people, but selling and doing direct sales was just not on my radar. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right, good crowd tonight. So I have 3 little kids. They're 7, 6, and 3, and they keep me extremely busy, and I was so blessed to stay at home. Something else I never thought I would do, but once I had my first child, I was not going back to my full-time job. I couldn't. And my ex-boss is in the room. Christy, you here? Her baby's in the back. She was my boss. She's here tonight. She's not in the room. And she can tell you, I had Michael and said I'm not coming back, and she kind of shed a few tears, but it wasn't happening. I was naive. When you stay at home and you're used to making a salary, and then you stay at home and you don't make any money. And if you leave the house, you're spending money, so there was a little, issue there. My husband provides for us, but I did buying clothes when I wanted to. So I started teaching fitness as a way to make some extra income. It was fun, y'all. I mean, I made $2 a day. I got this incredible figure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on. And the kids had something to do. We had a lot of fun, and it was awesome. But my husband really did say, "Listen, you're gone a whole lot. Not a whole lot's coming back in, and the plan is for you to go back to work full time eventually." So I kind of freaked out because I like this flexible schedule I've got going. I like being able to see friends and be involved in the school and be home when they're home. And honestly, I don't know how much money it would take for me to go back to work full time. So I started looking for something else. Ran into Rodan and Fields on the internet search. When I saw Rodan and Fields dermatologist, it caught my eye and thought, why do I know that name? I could be a pharmaceutical rep or a dermatologist. So I started looking into their website, and I saw it was direct sales, and I was like, deflated balloon, not doing that. So I put it aside. But for about 2 months, it would not get on my mind. And when you're sleeping and it keeps coming to your mind, and you finally go on the website and look at it, that was me. And finally someone posted on Facebook. It was a mutual friend of my husband from Arkansas, and she is somebody that I respect a lot, kind of in the know, very business savvy. And I thought, well, then I need to find out what this thing is. So I called her and asked some questions, and I was blown away. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of the background on the doctors tonight and why they started this new company, a little bit about my journey, and a little bit about the products. These doctors are still practicing dermatologists today. You may know them as the doctors that created Proactive. Does everyone know that? Yeah. So that's why I recognize their name. I've never been a Proactive user, but I knew who they were. This company called Proactive is in 182 countries, $9 billion global brand. They kind of did a great job. And most entrepreneurial women would say, we've done it. No, they're still practicing dermatologists. They're on a 2.5-year wait list to see them. And they love helping people with their skin. So people would see them. Why can't you do for my eczema, my rosacea, my sun damage, my adult acne, or scarring from acne, or help me with this collagen and these wrinkles, please. And they said we can, and so they did. But this time, their company is called Rodan and Fields Dermatologists. This is their legacy brand. It's what they're leaving behind. They started in high-end retail stores in 2002. You may not know that. Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, Henry Bendel, Fred Siegel, and y'all, they rock that market. Clinically proven skincare line in high-end retail stores seemed like the perfect fit for Rodan and Fields dermatologists. But what they found was the people who were coming to buy their products was not the ladies from behind the counter selling the products. It was word of mouth, and they knew they could do more. They felt stifled, is what they say in the interviews the other day I heard on the news, and they just felt that they were stifled behind that glass counter, and they knew they could do more, and so they sold their products, reassembled their company, and launched in direct sales in 2008. We are 6 years into this brand. So when I heard doctors that created Proactive, clinically proven, top-selling line at Nordstrom, we get to grow the company, I was kind of like, I don't want to miss this. And so I brought it to my husband. My husband is a financial guy, and I respect him a lot, and here I am, no money, and he handles all the money. And our love language, his love language is budget meetings. So, and we're Dave Ramsey. So to come to him and say, I want to start a business, I would buy, skincare that I've never bought before. So it was just very, very basic. Y'all didn't know anything about skincare. Didn't know what he was going to think. But when I shared this opportunity, being a smart businessman, he said that I don't see a reason why you shouldn't do this and why you shouldn't run as fast as you can. I'm not sure if it's going to work for you, Emily, but it's going to work for somebody. Why not? I said, thank you. And I said, I'm going to get the money back. And he said, you better. So I jumped in with feet first, never tried the product, never saw a business presentation from someone as amazing as me. Honestly, just saw what I saw on the internet, knew the reputation. It was kind of a no-brainer. So I jumped in, and the first person I told was my former boss, Christy. She's not in the room. And she thankfully locked arms with me, and we've been running ever since. That was 22 months ago. Long story short, got my money back in the first month, which was my goal. 3 months I was paying the mortgage on my house, which was just a moment. I mean, come on, let's get real. As a wife, as a mom, as a mother, to add that much value to my family without taking any time away, because at this point, my kids didn't even know I was doing anything different. I was still teaching my 8 classes a week. At the Y, I was still doing all the stuff I was doing, and I was working in the nooks and crannies of my life. Did you know that thing called Facebook that you already use? That's kind of what I did. I'm 22 months in with this company. My life looks completely different than it did 22 months ago. Best part is my skin looks amazing, which we usually talk about, but we haven't said a whole lot about that tonight. So yes, skin looks amazing. I'm 72, redefined. And I get to help people do the same thing. Because whatever you want from this, whether it's great skin, you want extra just play money, do money. My shoes look amazing. A free card. You want to, replace a corporate salary, or do you want to really change someone else's life? Do you want to give more? All that is totally on the table here. So I hope you enjoy what you hear tonight. And whoever brought you, tell them thank you and let them know. Let them know how you can help. I want to move to these products because this is the cornerstone. Yes, we're partnering with the doctors at Career Proactive, and let me tell you, if they were selling Pine Straw, I probably would still join them, knowing what I do now that I know about these women. But we have Connected Rhythm Skincare. This is the cornerstone. This is what's going to keep us legacy brand. We consider our products 60-day samples. They are 60-day money back, empty bottle guarantee. Integrity. You want to know why Proactive was so powerful? Was because, yes, infomercial was not a really solid business model at first, but it was word of mouth. People would say, my daughter's using Proactive, we love it. So they took a chance. If it didn't work for them, because it didn't work for everybody, and it doesn't work for everybody, they got their money back. Integrity. That's what we have here. We focus on changing skin. We're not just putting face cream on your face to feel good. We're actually doing something here. Let me run through these awesome regimens. If you have adult acne or scarring, you're going to be unblemished. Everything is color-coded and numbered for people like me that have contacts, and when you take them out, you can't see. Yes? You really, it's just like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can't get it wrong. Okay, so unblemished, we've got sulfur wash, we've got salicylic acid or spot fading toner, we've got benzoyl peroxide, and the coolest part is every regimen comes with a sunscreen, because obviously it's dermatological-based skincare, and you need to be protecting yourself from the sun. Okay. With unblemished sunscreen, the byproduct is oil. We're trying to prevent oil, so it's a lower sunscreen. Everything you find that they do has a purpose per regimen. Okay, soothe, hypersensitive skin, redness. You may be overreactive and afraid to do anything to your skin. This soothe treatment is amazing. It's approved for 6 months and over. It's what Krista started on. And it really does change your skin. You don't have to live with it for the rest of your life. We can exfoliate after you've had a rosacea. It can be helped. My son had eczema so bad that his feet were bleeding. He was about 1 when I started this, and they were bleeding. And I had bathed him and had the cortisone cream and steroid creams, antibiotics, and this actually treated his eczema. I love this regimen. I have it upstairs and downstairs. It is my go-to. Okay, reverse. Gold, like the sun, right? Sun damage. If you've ever been out in the sunscreen, you have sun damage, and it's dulling your skin. The first sign of aging is dulling skin. It is not wrinkles. Okay? And when I first started this regimen, I thought, I am not aging, but I felt very dull and very lifeless. I didn't realize that I was already starting that premature aging process. here I am exfoliating. We use vitamin C and retinol, amazing sunscreen I use when I play tennis to really block the sun, and then a brightening toner as well. If you have something called melasma, which is that beautiful pregnancy mask that doesn't go away even after you've had babies, we do have an accelerator pack that uses a great medicine that works for that. Now let's move to Redefine. We consider the Redefine our regimen for life. Okay? Fine lines and wrinkles, pore size, texture, and I will say that is the first thing that I notice when someone uses Redefine. They may be looking to get rid of every wrinkle they have, but don't forget what's happening to the changes in their skin. You see someone using Redefine walk in the room, you can tell. It's just the skin texture, the ability to not have to wear makeup, and it's glowy and it's fresh. I love this Redefine regimen. So we've got these amazing clinical skincare lines, right? Vast majority of skin conditions out there, we are covering. They didn't stop there. Right after I joined, we launched our first awesome beauty tool. This Redefine line, anti-aging, is a $3 billion industry. There's no wonder you see how often on magazines, on TV, everyone wants a piece of the $3 billion pie. So it is hard to figure out the hype and what's going to work. I know if I'm going to put something on my skin, I want to make sure it's from dermatologists, that it is clinically proven, FDA-approved medication, and that I know that I'm really changing my skin. So that's a really cool market to be behind. And then now we've launched into the at-home beauty tool market. Okay, this is called the macro exfoliators. Anyone ever had a microdermabrasion treatment done with an esthetician or a dermatologist? Raise your hand. Awesome, you're so much braver than I am. I was so scared to ever do that because most of my friends that did it hurt and had some downtime. They can adjust your levels. But you've got this diamond tip, suction up to a vacuum, big machine, and they can adjust your levels down and take off those top layers of skin. Yes, it requires downtime, and you have to go back and do it again. Around 80 to 150 a pop, depending on whatever you do and where you're getting it done. Doctors are just brilliant. They said, no, we can offer the same type of skincare, and we could put it in the palm of your hand. You could use it every week, have the same results with no downtime. So same tip. They put their mind in it. It's called Doc Smart. You hit play, so it's not just like, hey, good luck. Wipe your face off. It's only taking off the top layer of dead skin cells. We accumulate 5 million in 1 week. Pretty awesome, right? Even after all the exfoliating you think you're doing with those deep cleansing brushes, with all my exfoliators, I'm still doing this once a week, and my filter is showing a beautiful layer of dead skin cells. It's the grossest and the coolest thing you've ever seen. It's another reason why my skin is so glowy. I love this tool. Basically, in 2 to 3 times of use, you've paid for all those couple visits that you would have gone to at a derm. So, and I've had my tool now for 19 months. Okay? You're welcome to come and try it later. So that tool really did skyrocket my business after only a couple of months being in it. I knew I needed to put my name with Rodan and Fields, and I did, and I'm thankful I did, because when that tool launched, we were in 76 magazines that month. Marie Claire Escucha, Oprah, I have all the magazines, in my pile at home. 250 million media impressions. #1 product innovation award for 2013. So when they do something, they don't just do it halfway, they go all the way. This tool came back this year. It's called the Redefine AmpMD Micro Roller. All right, micro exfoliating roller. It has tiny little acupuncture grade needles. I think it's like 190 or something like that. You roll it on your skin in a couple different ways. Did you know that we lose 1% of collagen every year after the age of like 20 or 30 or something like that? Whatever, you lose it. You can't get it back, but you can make your skin make more. Okay? So this tool tells your brain what's going on, bring some collagen. I've just damaged myself. And now you made little, kind of little micro channels in your skin. So when we put the amazing night renewing serum on top of it, which is a powerful blend of peptides and retinol, it's actually getting in to that next layer. So you can tell, the proof is in the pudding. Our results are real people, and you're accelerating results. I think everyone needs an AmpMD roller. You can even use it on your lips. We have a great lip serum. That's just a quick little overview about the product. But what I do love as working for this company is I'm not a dermatologist, and they don't want me to be. Okay? This is information that everything I've said right here, you could have found out just by going to our nurse website. I'm really not that amazing, even though I know you think I am. I have nurses on staff. So if our solution tool tells you what it wants you to start with, And you know what? You want to do something else? You can do it. If you have questions that I don't have the answers to, I can send an email or make a phone call. So this is the cornerstone of what we're doing. But I want another awesome leader to come in and share, because she is a rock star, and she's the first really presentation that I ever saw and really helped me develop my posture and my business. So Lindsay Cross is from Montgomery, and I want her to come down and share where we're going next. Thank you. Thank you. I have been with this business now for almost 4.5 years, and I am a Premier Level 5 lecture achiever, and I'm the mom of 2 little girls, which are my why, kind of like Emily, and you never know how much you're going to love something so they come along. My background is in speech pathology, and I practice as a speech pathologist, primarily with head injured or stroke survivor patients at Health South in Montgomery. And so about the time that the recession was kicking in, when I was at home for 3-year-old and 6-year-old, my husband's business was, we have 4 Mack truck dealerships in Alabama, and pretty much a construction vehicle. They're the ones with the jaws on the front, and the dog has stuff in that. So anyway, we really were kicking the butt pretty drastically with the recession, and selling 600 trucks here, selling 50, laying off 144 employees, and the decision was, where are we going to send our kids to daycare? Because I need to go back to work, and that was just not in the cards. And I love the way the Lord just